Authentic, fun, relatable, and slightly provocative. Just another hang with your besties. It's CK Mornings and the In Case You Missed It podcast.
There's a dentist in the Czech Republic that's got himself a little bit of trouble. I'm going to use air quotes on this, a dentist, because guess what? It's not a real dentist. He's 22 years old. A 22-year-old fake dentist and his two assistants, I'm also going to use air quotes because they're not assistants either, have been charged by the Czech police after treating a dozen patients. And the way they were going about it was they would go look on YouTube. That's how they would come up with, the procedures that needed to be done.
That's all you need nowadays.
Yeah. I can fix a washing machine. I fixed my dishwasher a couple weeks back.
Yeah,
all
I look
YouTube.
up everything on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's fascinating to me, though, that there's tooth surgery on YouTube. I gotta look up some of those videos. I could start my own practice.
Yeah, that didn't work out for these guys. 3 family members opened a surgery, did surgery without a license in their home. And this has been going on for years. So they started back when they were like in their teens.
Little babies.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up. Dental surgery. Oh, yeah.
Is it on there?
Look at this.
Really?
Ew. Yeah.
It looks like the dentist was like the teen, and the nurses, the assistants, were like 50 and 44 years old. It was almost like the parents, by the sounds of the story, were helping along. They've all been arrested, operating an illegal business. Money laundering, assault, drug dealing, yada, yada, yada. The list goes on and on. They said, okay, listen to this story.
Yeah.
The president of the Czech Dental Chamber said they have an average of 10 fake dentist cases reported a year in the country.
Oh, so this is a thing, the black market dentistry in the Czech Republic.
Well, yeah, if you don't have any money, you don't have coverage, and you got a pain in your mouth, you might just be fed up, I don't care, I'll have the teenager go in and see if he can fix it.
Yeah. They looked up their YouTube tutorial, they're good.
Exactly.
It's on there.
Could you just imagine your dentist is behind you, rewinding? Let me hear that again.
The video's buffering.
Let me try that again. Okay, we're good. Let's get in there and let's get to work. Had the Sunday scaries last night. I don't know why, because I was I didn't nap yesterday. I'm I'm going to get to bed. I'm going to get some early sleep. Back to work tomorrow after a week-long vacation. I was good. Here we go.
Yep.
I got watching TV. Got onto the Netflix last night.
Netflix is killing it right now. I can't.
Have you watched Poop Cruise yet?
No, that's on my list because I had another thing I wanted to watch. I finished the cheerleaders thing. I got my Titanic submersible documentary. I finished. Poop Cruise is next.
I think it's all.
Oh, they got another one coming in a few days about Balloon Boy.
There's a series right now. Trainwreck.
Yeah.
Rob Ford. Trainwreck.
Oh, the Rob Ford one was so good too. They're doing Trainwreck Balloon Boy in a few days is coming out too.
This Trainwreck Poop Cruise, I'm telling you, so many parts of that story that I forgot about. It's 12 years old now. 12 years ago.
I didn't know about this story either.
The ship, it kind of escaped my memory, but I started talking about it. I'm I remember being on the radio talking about this.
Wow.
12 years ago. It was this cruise that was from, I believe, part of Texas, and then it was going down to Mexico and right back. And, it was a quick 4-dayer. And halfway in the middle of the Gulf, it lost power. And part of the issue with the power was that they couldn't flush the toilets. I'm not sure how it all came together, but they couldn't flush the toilets, and they had no cell signal. They were just floating in the ocean. And they had to poop in little red bags.
Oh, right in the ocean.
Oh, it was I went watching this thing, and I couldn't turn it off. Here it is, 10:10 last night. I'm I got to see how this ends, even though I knew how it ended.
Still, they do such a good job.
Suck you into these things. I think that's what happens over the summer. Netflix is just you want to get out of the heat, you want to stay inside, we're going to stick you on the couch, and we're going to keep you there. Right? We're going to get you something that's going to get you I don't know why I'm watching this, but here I am watching Poop Cruise.
Yeah, that's on my list. I've never seen anything like the lineup Netflix has right now. And I'm not one to be I got to watch TV. I'm not that big of a TV person. I can't get enough. I don't even want to experience life in the summer because I'm these shows are so good they got on there right now.
Yeah, there's my what do you call it, your list or whatever?
Yeah.
It's just packed right now.
I know.
So many shows that I keep adding, and I hate that I'm doing that. Poop Cruise.
Okay. It's so...
Well, just the name gives you what is that all about?
Yeah, they did a good job with the name. Yeah, I like those Trainwreck series too.
Oh, it sucks, man. I'm a train wreck watching these things.
Did you ever watch one about Woodstock 99 they have on there?
Yes, I watched that one too.
So good. It's so good.
See the one with Bin Laden here recently?
No.
I think that's also a train wreck Netflix documentary. Maybe it's not. American Manhunt, the Osama bin Laden.
Put that on my list.
You can't not watch TV right now.
I know, it's crazy.
You'll feel guilty that you're not outside doing something. And here I am watching Bin Laden. And then to lighten the mood, I'm watching Trainwreck Poop Cruise.
And it's the worst because you'll have the blinds open a little bit. It's like sunny out and everyone's living. You're like, no, I got to know they captured this guy.
I hear the neighbor's pool splashing, kids riding their bikes, dads playing catches with their son. I'm in there like, shut up. Does the boat dock or not? What's going on? I gotta see how Poop Cruise ends. July 4th holiday. We got into the weekend, and the President of the United States had a few things to say, like he should. Like,
Makes
he's
sense.
the president, right? He's got an idea. Next year will be America's 250th birthday, and listen to this idea he's come up with.
I even think we're going to have a UFC fight. Does anybody watch UFC, the great day in the world? We're going to have a UFC fight. We're going to have a UFC fight. Think of this on the grounds of the White House.
We're going to have a UFC fight.
Wow, that brain does not stop, does it? I need context.
I don't know why.
Is there context?
No, I think that'd be an idea. 250th anniversary next year. He said during his speech in Iowa, all of our national park battlefields and historic sites are going to have some special events to honor America 250. And I even think we're going to have a UFC fight on the grounds of the White House. He goes on to say we have a lot of land there. That's a good spot to do it. I just can't imagine how you would let all those people pass the gates, past security, and then keep it secure. Like the Secret Service is probably like, no, we're not. No, I'm not going to do that. Like maybe the idea of having a UFC fight somewhere in Washington is not far-fetched.
Yeah, have it live streamed or whatever.
Yeah, but not on the grounds of the White House. It's probably not where you want to hold it.
Yeah, I don't think that'll fly.
How about the floor of the House of Commons?
Put them right in there.
Throw it on there. It'd be like that. Would be what it would be like. Like if they said, "Hey, yeah, Queens Park, we're gonna have a Leaf game right there at Queens Park. Everybody's welcome."
Yeah, too many logistics.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. It's so American.
It would be, yeah.
We're gonna have a UFC fight. Get the octagon right there on the front steps of the White House. And hey, if in a year from now we're talking about it going down,
then
I was the fool. But I don't see this happening.
No, I mean I would watch it, but I don't see it happening.
Yes. Would I watch it? Yes. Will it happen? No.
CK Mornings on 94.3 CKSY.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Now a deep dive into the world of women's fashion, beauty, health, and the real talk on love and relationships. If it's trending and making waves on the group chat, Alannah's got it covered. Here's That's What She Said.
This is trending. Women on the dating scene are ditching makeup. They're going au natural. And experts, whatever the expert is in this field, are actually encouraging this kind of thing. So this is the latest move. A lot of people online are saying they're doing this to ease the tension and anxiety of a first date. You just go in with no makeup. So you're saving time, getting ready. You're not struggling as much with like the perfection and the people pleasing. You're arriving to the date fresh-faced. And they say it can help screen out the bad seeds. Who, you know what I mean? They might like you when you're all done up, but they're seeing the fresh-faced you. So the people who aren't a match, you're going to scan them right out of there and be like, no, you have a problem with this? You're not a match. You're not the one just because I'm not wearing makeup. So this is the thing. And the other big argument is like, why waste that time getting ready on someone you don't even know? Because that's the worst as a woman.
That's true.
Let me tell you, do head to toe everything, and then you're like, that was a waste of time. If I got to shave my legs and it was like a terrible date, I'm like, what?
Oh, it's no different for us. If I got to wash my going out jeans and my good T-shirt to go out, and you're a waste? No.
Yeah, you're like, well, what was that all for? And they say it also will communicate confidence, self-acceptance, and authenticity. And it sets the tone. You're not afraid to show your bare-faced self. This is who I am.
I'm on board with this.
I'm on board with this too.
au natural guy. Is that the word? Natural guy.
I
Au
think-
natural, I don't, yeah. I'm a naked guy. No, I'm a, is that the wording? Is that what I'm saying?
Au natural? Like you like when people are au natural? Is what you're trying to say?
Does au natural not mean nude, though?
No, I think it can mean anything.
Oh,
It
okay.
can
Well,
mean
maybe
your nude face.
Maybe that's what my dating profile isn't going well. Yeah, the natural look is what I'm saying. I'm good with that.
You like the au naturel, the bare face?
If you are cool and confident, and then because I not that I'm going on any dates anymore, but you know what I mean? The first date, it was never I never was the biggest one. You know what I mean? I always wanted it to be easy and ramp up. Rather than start high and then show them the real me.
Well, it is funny how we tend to do that. Like, when you first date with someone, it's wow, we're all done up. We're going here, we're going there. And then it slowly, trickles over time. It should be reversed, don't you think?
Yeah. There's a good chance I've got a barbecue stain on my shirt and I'm wearing track pants. This is the me you're getting.
Yeah, and then I work up. And then if you don't love me at my barbecue stain, then you're not getting the tuxedo or whatever. But they're saying, so this is an all ages thing. It's kind of doing this trend. But they say in general, Gen Z has also changed their kind of dating vibes. So the traditional date nights, like dinners and drinks, are more adventurous activities like swimming, yoga sessions, rock climbing, stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't want your makeup all smeared all over the place after a good sweat sesh.
Yeah, so that's the real me.
How is spin class? I don't know. My face is melting off right now. That's what she said today. What's the trend?
Women on the dating scene are ditching makeup. Joelle joins us now from CK Animal Rescue for our pet of the week. And this week, it's Brody we're going to meet. So what do we need to know about Brody, Joelle?
Brody is absolutely gorgeous. He's an Australian Shepherd, but he's very small. He's only 23 pounds, and he has long fur. So he is the most unique-looking dog I've ever seen. He's just beautiful. So if you walk around town with Brody, everybody will comment on him.
Brody's a name, though. Even for humans, Brody's a studly name.
Brody's a cool guy.
You've never met a loser Brody, and I feel like Brody, this dog, looks like Brody's a pretty cool pup.
He likes surfing.
He's living up to his name.
Cool
Absolutely.
Dude.
He loves attention. He loves affection. He's a true cuddle bug, and he really likes to be close to his people. He loves squeaky toys, daily walks, car rides, and playing ball. It doesn't sound like he's an excessive barker, so we would consider people who live in apartments. He barks occasionally if he meets a new dog or if somebody new is at the home, but other than that, he's quiet and well-behaved.
Now, Australian Shepherds are pretty smart dogs, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah,
and they usually have to be kept very busy.
Oh, so that's something to keep in mind then. If you're not coming into my home, my lazy cave, right?
To be active.
No, he's not a couch potato dog.
Okay,
He's Brody. He's adventurous.
Yeah, Brody's out playing hacky sack with the kids.
He is.
Take a look at Brody. Brody's on our website right now at 943CKSY.com or CKAnimalRescue.com. Let's talk about the cash raffle too here, Joelle.
Cash raffle is coming up quick. The draw is August 30th. We still have lots and lots of tickets. They're $4 each or 3 for $10. And the grand prize this year is $1,500. And then there are 5 prizes from there. So a great chance at winning. Tickets can be purchased through the rescue. The best way to do it is go to Facebook and look for the rescue there, and you can make arrangements to purchase them directly through the rescue.
Brody is our pet of the week. Can help out, too, with those cash raffle tickets. Joelle, we'll talk to you here in a couple weeks. Thank you.
Thanks.
Today is the kickoff to Nude Recreation Week. Hello.
Hello.
It's the week. And it always falls the week after July 4th. And it's celebrated in the U.S. All this week. Celebrate all over the place. It's Nude Rec Week. And there's a fraction of our society that's totally into that. Just nuding it up, never wearing clothes, just walking around the house. And then some places you can just do it anywhere. Just be...
Yeah, it's very different socially because here it's not as common, so it's shocking when someone's naked. But if you go to places in Europe where they do it, they have these nude beaches and people don't stare or anything because they're used to it.
Yeah. You do it here once, you're labeled.
Yeah. You're a little weirdo.
You ever been accidentally run into any accidental nudity?
No, I've never seen anyone out in the nude, out in the wild ever, I don't think.
Saw it once at I think somebody was closing their blinds, and I was like, whoa. It wasn't anything exciting. It was an accident. Completely. And I was more ashamed than I think they were. I was out walking the dog when I was like, whoopsie. I think I audibly made a whoop noise, too.
That's kind of on them, but whatever.
Yeah. Now you've heard the stories. People get locked out of a hotel room or something, and you have to run around with a towel, or hopefully you have a towel. Never had it happen.
No, I've never ran into any. I don't think I've ever been the accidental nude one.
Yeah, me neither. It's never happened. Never had, like, my shorts fall off in the pool.
No, I never had that. I had one time I was sleeping in underwear and my fire alarm went off in my building. And ever since then, I make sure you do not sleep in the nude.
No, I can't do that. Nude Recreation Week begins today, and it will be celebrated all this week. Every day is something different with the nude community. I'm a never nude. I'm a never. Never.
No, it's not common enough here. If I lived in Europe, maybe it'd be nice. What activities do you do, though? Like, what's the recreation? Only some activities, I feel like.
What would be the worst sport to play nude?
Or the worst activity in general.
Yeah. What normal everyday activity or sport would be the worst to compete in to go about doing nude? First one that came to mind is hurdles.
All this is variables on like the type of person who's doing it. There's some people I'm like, I wouldn't mind just doing hurdles naked. Others I'm like, no. I was gonna say like cooking, or I'm just thinking of like the grease splattering on you.
Yeah, working the flat top at the restaurant. No. What everyday activity or sport would be the worst one to go about for Nude Recreation Week? 519-354-8684. We'll see what we get. We don't need any pictures, okay?
Words are enough.
Text only. Today is the kickoff to Nude Recreation Week, and to celebrate, we are nude. Are you? Oh, never mind. Give me a second. I'll put these back on. I thought we agreed, Allanah. Okay. So we were talking about nude recreation, and like, what are you doing recreationally? Nude, like what sport or what everyday activity, like just what would not go over well? Nude. Do you think ever about the first Olympics ever held was in the nude? That's how they used to compete back in ancient Greece.
Oh, think about that. What's that one where you run? Is it pole vaulting?
No. That came after clothes were introduced. There's no way that would ever be a thing. Long jump? Nope. Too much sand.
Bobsled and skeleton. The wind on your skin like that? You don't mind that one?
No, I was thinking about the luge.
The
that's
luge.
face down, right? Which one's face down? Is that skeleton?
I don't know. One's involving another person. It's a whole thing.
Oh, Lord love a duck. No, that could not be happening either. There's nothing. Happy Nude Recreation Week. We asked you what sport or what activity would just not go over well naked, and you certainly delivered.
All right, George says paintball.
Oh, ouch.
Taya says rugby.
Yeah.
Kumar says darts. Joe said like I said, which is cooking bacon.
Yes.
Gary says depending on your opponent, wrestling.
Oh.
Sally says ice skating.
It's a good one, yeah.
And Sherry specifically says pairs figure skating.
Figure skating. Yeah. I don't know how you celebrate this Nude Recreation Week.
I know, they keep saying nude. I'm like, well, what's that mean? What's a just walk? Like a nice stroll is fine, I guess.
It's not speed walking wouldn't be, though.
No, you can't even get up to a light jog.
No. Gravity is a thing.
Yeah.
Nude Recreation Week is just being there, just standing still or sitting.
Just soaking in. Maybe some sunbathing. That's recreational.
Probably the best you're going to do.
Yeah, I think that's all really we're left with.
I don't know. My Google results are not giving me what I thought. So
No,
a little distracting. We'll get to news. Matt's off today, probably for the best.
You missed a good combo today.
He did.
He went canoeing. Can you do that in the nude? That wouldn't be bad.
Canoeing actually might be a good one.
That would be great. That would be pleasant. Lovely.
Yeah. You got a rudder? Everything's good. It's fine.
I've got a self-tanner hack to share.
Oh,
You know when I bring up the self-tan,
This
Me
goes
and the
back.
ladies start.
This goes
gabbing.
back to January of this year.
Oh, it does.
We did the polar plunge. This is where the whole story started.
This is where my obsession started, and I need to get myself out of this mental prison of self-tanning.
You know,
but I digress.
it's sunny most days. Right now,
I'm spending more time inside self-tanning
Why
than
are
just
you-
going outside.
acting like a bat and self-tanning inside.
It's the UVs. I don't want the UV
Okay, I
rays
gotcha.
on this precious, delicate skin of mine. So I'm in full self-tanning mode. Like, you don't even know the obsession it is. It takes over my life. I have to have it on a schedule of when I'm going to self-tan, when I'm going to be this. I've been buying every self-tan.
Hold on. You started in January. You just haven't stopped?
No, there was a break there during the winter months, but then summer went back up. I'm like, oh no, I got to get my tan. And every year I tell myself, you're fine. You don't need to be tan. But then summer comes. I'm like, oh, I want to be tan.
So go outside in the sun.
It doesn't work. I don't
All
tan. I burn
Okay.
and whatever. So it's a whole process. So you put it on and you have to let it dry and then you rinse it off. Da, 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 da. The other day I'm walking around the house. Speaking of things in the nude,
Yeah, that's what I was picturing. I'm like, this is what? Oh.
I have to close the blind.
Yeah, because you don't want the sun to come in as you're self-tanning.
I have to close the blind. And I've been doing that thing. Someone told me I have a mitt and I put tongs in the mitt so I can get my back. Anyways, so I have to close the blinds and walk around naked because I have to let it marinate or whatever. But I was like, I just want to sit on the couch.
You have to marinate?
You have
Is
to
that the wording
Yeah,
they
you can't
use?
get dressed for at least like 15 minutes or you'll smudge the tan. So I marinate. And I'm like, I just want to sit on the couch. But I can't even sit on the couch.
Okay.
Because the self-tanner. So I'm like, what can I do? I got to let this dry. I got to let this speed up. I just want to sit, put the tanner's on. I can't sit.
Can you blow dry it in?
That's what my hack is. So I Googled, can
Oh.
you blow dry a self-tan? Because I was sick of this. So then I looked it up and it's changed my life. Yes, you can use a hair dryer to quickly dry your self-tan. It has to be the cool setting. What?
The hack here is to go outside in the heat and get real sun.
No, I got such a bad sunburn
Oh.
when I did go outside. So I've been using a hair dryer, but you have to, if you want to do this hack, you have to have it on the cool setting because the heat will mess it up more. The heat's no good. So you put a hair dryer on the cool setting and then you blow dry your whole body and you let it, and then that kind of let it dries a little and let it set. Then you let it marinate and then you wash it off 8 hours later or whatever the amount is.
Every time this conversation comes up, I learn something new.
I can't wait for fall so I can just stop. But I can't stop. I'm in it. It's giving me body dysmorphia because I wash it off and I see how pale I really am.
You're going to turn into that tan mom who looks like a piece of beef jerky. That's what you're going to look like.
No, if you see me and I look insane, I know, but I just can't. My mom had to pick me up the other day and she said, you look yellow.
Your mom, you look jaundiced.
She said, you look yellow.
Oh,
Are you using self-tanner? I said, no.
yeah, you're lying to your mom.
I was thinking too, I'm like, what if I meet a guy this summer and then
I think you're all right. I think you're going to be just fine. Keep doing what you're doing. I've got a quick little Chris hot take for you this morning, okay?
I love it.
I hate when people post on Facebook, thank you for the birthday messages. I hate that.
Oh, okay.
Hate that.
Yeah, let's go off on this for a second.
So my birthday was while I was gone.
Uh-huh.
And I got, I don't know how many messages on Facebook.
Of course.
But Facebook tells you when the birthday is, and they aren't, like, Facebook's become so lazy, you don't even have to come up with anything to say. It's already given you an option. You got, like, 3 different options. How do you want to say happy birthday to me? And again, I do appreciate it's nice that you went out of your way and did it, but I hate when people then follow it up a day and a half later. Just want to reach out to everyone and say thank you for the happy. It's like you still want more.
You want the people
attention.
who missed it. Be like, oh, I'll
Yes.
one-up you. The people who say, I got so many messages, it's hard to go through them all, but thank you.
Yes. I didn't do that last week. Should I have done that? No, I can't do that.
No, like,
No.
it's very, I don't know, it's like self-important.
It's exactly what it is. It's look at me
I
styles.
got so many messages, it's hard to go through them all. I just wanted to take a moment and say thank you to everyone.
I'll tell you, it didn't take me that long to go through them.
I know, Mike. It took me 2 seconds total. Thanks.
30 seconds. I was like, what I should start doing, and what we should all start doing, is calling out the people that did not.
I'd like to take this
I'm
moment to
telling you.
say big no thank you to all you bums who didn't say anything.
That's my hot take today. I don't think we need to do that. I think you can just be done and move on.
Yeah, we get it.
I noticed you didn't, though. So
I didn't what?
you didn't say anything on my old wall.
On your Facebook wall?
Yeah.
We're not even friends on Facebook.
Oh, really? Well, we have another.
Make a status about that.
What a rock and roll type weekend it was. A couple of big rock and roll stories over the weekend. Oasis got back together.
Oh, yes, the big reunion.
So it did happen, though. Like, there was actually some betting lines that were like, they will never hit the stage.
So crazy.
But there's so much money involved. They're probably like, well, I can deal with. So the brothers hate each other in Oasis. The Gallagher brothers hate each other, and that was the reason they split up. But they were such an epic band. They could have made a gazillion more dollars, but they just couldn't. Can you imagine if we were really good at what we do, and we were making millions of dollars at this job, but I couldn't stand you? That we couldn't deal, and you couldn't stand me. Like, you know what I mean? It was.
I know, to have that level
bad.
of like hate between each other, but it almost adds to their like lore. You know what I mean?
So rock and roll,
It's
right?
so rock and roll.
So they came out on stage and they're holding hands. They're like, "Yeah, let's do this." The brothers were doing it, and they did. So their tour's underway. We'll see. Do you think they'll last the entire tour?
Because they're coming to Toronto, correct?
Yeah, they're at the Rogers Stadium there.
I think I read something about how they go separate to the venue. They're separated. They're separated. Because in my mind, I'm like, you get on stage and fake it for 2 hours. Big whoop. You don't have to talk other than that. But I guess when you really can't stand someone, I don't know. Hopefully it lasts.
You and I, we do that. We don't ever ride together.
No.
We go our separate ways.
Yes. Separate
After 10
escorts.
o'clock, you do not talk to me. I do not talk to you.
Those are the rules.
That's how it works. And the other rock story this weekend is Ozzy. Ozzy took his final bow. Did the Back to the Beginning show with his guys from Black Sabbath. Ozzy. I thought Ozzy's not doing well.
No, to be honest, I saw some videos, but I'm like, I can't watch. It's a little sad to watch. I don't know.
He did a solo set. He sat for the whole thing. He said, I've been laid up for 6 years. He's dealing with Parkinson's pretty bad. It's tough to see him like that because he was such a rock and roll icon.
Yeah, it is tough.
The band got back together, though. The 4 original members of Black Sabbath got back together. It's like, man, I want to rock out now.
Well, it's the reunions this weekend.
Oh, yeah. And then his daughter got engaged backstage.
Kelly?
Kelly got engaged backstage.
Oh, I didn't even hear that, really.
Yeah. There was a lot of wild things going on. What a rock and roll weekend, eh?
Rock and roll.
I cut the grass.
Rock and roll.
Living the rock and roll dad lifestyle.
I deep cleaned the apartment. Rock and roll.
Subscribe to the CK Mornings in case you missed it podcast and never miss an episode. Plus, drop us a rating and a comment too. Listen live weekday mornings at 94.3 CKSY.com.